Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a 7-day love forecast. Welcome everybody. This is for any sign that you may be thinking of. July 13th through Sunday the 19th. So just the week ahead, some energy coming towards you. What's next in love? What's happening? Maybe somebody that's on your mind. I do have some charms and some initials, so we'll be using those. Let's call in our spirit guides. Let's see what they have for you for the coming week. Please use this reading to help you to manifest a love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that's come into your life recently. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here for the first time. It is a fully channeled message. So we will be talking to our spirit guides and asking them for guidance. Let's see what they have for us. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. What is it that you have for us in the week ahead? What is it that you want us to know? What's next in love? What is the energy around us? What do you want us to work on? What do you want us to think about? I am listening for you now. A message from afar. Ooh, that came into me as I wasn't expecting to hear from you. Okay, so for some of you, it could be somebody from your past. Doesn't mean that it's somebody that you ended things with, that you never want to talk to again. It could be somebody that, you know, was a big part of your past, but the timing wasn't right. But I'm going to say that I like this feeling of somebody reaching out to you. And I feel like they take you by surprise. Okay. I wasn't expecting, you know, like almost as if maybe we knew each other, you know, a long time ago, work, school. We went to college together. We went to high school together. I've been thinking about you. Just reaches out. So there's a sense of, you know, who is this person and why are they reaching out now? You know, timing is everything. There could be something going on in your life that they wanted to say 10:10 on the clock when I'm recording this. I'll take that angel number. Okay, thank you, Spirit. They could be asking, you know, I just wanted to touch base, or you crossed my mind, or you came up in a conversation the other day and I thought that I would look you up. So stranger things have happened. People reconnect all the time. I have spiritual growth. I'm a different person. You could have changed a lot. They could have changed a lot. There's a sense of I've traveled a long road. I've traveled a long journey, but I'm in a good place. I feel like this person is much better than they've ever been. And they could be, I don't know, wanting to share their life with somebody who had meaning to them at a different time in their life. So that could be going on. Spirit, please share with me. I have miracles. I'm going to say miracles do happen, especially for those of you that just are having a hard time with believing the when. Okay, or the right person, or something good. You know, miracles do happen. It doesn't have to be a miracle just for something good to come into your life, but it could be fate. Okay, it could be just it's meant to be, and there is a sense of timing, fate and timing. Align, you know, there's just this beautiful sense of it's a good time for us at this stage in our life. There's an incredible sense of you're ready. You're ready for this love. And yeah, I think that whatever you've been working on has prepared you for this moment. So let's see what the cards are saying. Off to a good start. I like your energy. I like the cards. Spirit, what is it that you have for us? I have a 9 of Cups. I have an Empress. I have a 2 of Pentacles. And I have a Knight of Swords. I'm going to go with this feeling of a conversation gives you that choice or changes your path. Okay. That you weren't expecting either this person to come into your life, show up again. It's it's somebody who reaches out to you on Facebook or Messenger or something like that and says, hey, how are you? Oh my God, how's your brother? How's your sister? How's your family? Do you still talk to so-and-so? So it's kind of like this path, I'm on this path, and then all of a sudden this detour that I wasn't expecting comes into my life. And it's this conversation that changes your life. It's a message that changes your life. It's somebody reaches out that changes your path. And it's a choice. It's going to be, do I want to go down that choice? Like I said, it doesn't mean that you're going back with an ex. Maybe you never had an opportunity to be with this person. Maybe you never thought of this person as being a relationship. You were just friends at the time. You were both in other relationships. So it could be, they keep saying it's just a matter of time. So I like to think that there are certain people, especially in the soul circle, the soul tribe, that we travel with through definitely lifetimes. We have different, positions, and sometimes those people are put into our life in a different way. They're a co-worker, and then they reappear later in life and at another time in our life, and they are somebody I'm interested in having a relationship with, or there's somebody I went to high school and I was just friends with them in high school, or I even barely knew them in high school, but I remember them. And then they cross my path again when I'm 45 years old, so I always feel like those soul tribes cross our paths more than once, as a reminder that we're all kind of circling around each other and we're all connected. So I have a feeling that this person is traveling in your soul tribe, and that Spirit just said they're a part of you. Okay, so they're definitely a part of you, and they're definitely meant to be in your life on some level. So I'm going to go with this feeling of a surprise. I am a surprise message this week. Little bit of a wow. I can't believe I ran into you, or I heard from you, or people, Spirit saying we meet in the strangest of places. I bumped into you at a funeral. Not a great place to bump into somebody, but you meet a lot of people that you knew from your past at sudden wakes or something like that. Somebody passes suddenly, and then everybody who knew them over the years, shows up. So it could be just a kind of an odd circumstance that we cross paths again. But again, I'm going to put it into divine timing category. I have a Hanged Man. I have Strength. I have a Ten of Pentacles. And I have a Tower. There's a sense of landing on my feet that just came into me. There's a sense of either going through an ending, okay, that changed me, divorce, long-term relationship, even a sudden loss, sudden loss of sibling, or sudden loss of a parent, or something like that. But I feel like this person is very stable. I also feel like they put this area of their life on hold for a while. Spirit just said they really weren't chasing relationships, really weren't interested in a relationship. I have a Six of Swords. Yeah, they're moving on from, they had some work to do. Page of Swords, rediscovering themselves, Spirit saying. Five of Swords. They had some work to do. They took some time off. I'm going to say it that way. All right. I need to be alone for a while. That could be you. That could be them. I need to just heal, do my own thing, be single, not be attached to anybody. go my own way, do my own thing, and almost feeling of getting that out of my system, which is a good feeling to me, because that tells me that when they are ready for a relationship, they're not going to throw back on you that I never had enough time for myself, that they've already gone through that phase of some healing or some kind of repair work. So I do feel like this person's in a better place. I think that's something that you might talk to them about. You could be you. I went through something similar. You're comparing notes. You were friends of some kind. You were acquaintances or friends, or you definitely either have mutual friends, something like that. But you are aware of this person. I'm going to say you probably never thought of them as somebody that I wanted to be with. Okay. I have transparency and a toxic influence. I need to have somebody in my life that's real. And I feel like we talk about that. Okay, there's almost this sense of adulting. I can't handle another addictive relationship. I can't handle another abusive relationship or toxic relationship. I just can't do it. You know, whether that's you saying that to yourself or them, but I guess enough is enough. And I think that feels like a conversation to me more than anything. I have a soulmate. I think your tribes, tribal soulmates, and I feel like your paths have crossed before. I really do. Not realizing that you're soulmates, not realizing even that you were twin flames. So there could be one or the other. But I do feel like your soulmate appears, and this is getting exciting. I love you, Spirit. Oh, look at this. Fate. Your soulmate appears, and fate. What did we say a minute ago? Right? We said miracles do happen. So here is your fate and soulmates and meant to be. This person, I'm going to say either way. Maybe it's somebody that's on your mind, that pops into your head this week, and you just happen to, do a little search and you are able to find them and you want to say hi. So one or the other. It's either you messaging them as a surprise or them messaging you as a surprise. But it's bigger than that. When you feel that urge to do those types of things, I don't feel like that's random. I feel like that's coming from something inside of you that says the timing is right. I'm supposed to be doing this. We don't just like randomly on a daily basis search old people and reach out to them. That's something that is rare. And I feel like if you really have the urge to do it, something inside of you is telling you to reach out to this person. Something inside of you is saying there's something supposed to happen with this person, whether you know it or not. Bottom of my deck, I have tranquility. This person could bring, a lot of peace and tranquility into your life. They're in a good place. You're in a good place. What did they say? You're ready for this love. Okay, so we want that. And I love this soulmate, fate, destiny energy. I mean, you can't ask for more. Let's grab some initials. Let's see what we have. Let's see what they want to share. So somebody you could have on your mind for some of you, and some of you could have no idea who I'm talking about. And that's okay too. So just go with the energy of this is the kind of person I want in my life, and we'll put it out to the universe at the end, and we will all manifest together. So I have this big, beautiful, actually, you know what? I'm going to use my dice. Let's do that. They're right here. Let's see. Okay, so I have my my little dice. Let's do these guys. Okay. And let me just straighten these out for you. I have an F, R, C, U. I have a Y, I have the letter P, X, C, V, H, H, M, J, W. I have a G today. I have an S and I have an I. Okay. So first initial, last initial. And then I do have my cards that have the double letters. So we're going to do those as well. Let me just get these kind of out of the way so I know what I'm doing next. And I'll put this back. So let's do these. Let's do these letters. So these are first letter, second letter of a first name or a last name. So it could be an even more, I always think that it's a more accurate clue. You could get really close with these. So let's see. Don't worry if you don't. J-A. L-A. G-A. H-A. Okay, we got that alphabet down. Okay. We have an A-S. G-O. C-H. J-E. C-A. Let's get a couple more. L-I. P-E. Okay. So for some of you, those could be definitely connecting to you. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. What is it that you want me to know? What is it that you need me to hear today? Let's see. I have a Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Four Swords, and a High Priestess. Definitely this feeling of I took a break. That could be you. You know, it's the conversation of I've been single. I've been single for a while. Just haven't really met anybody I want to be with. Just kind of doing my own thing. I do like the High Priestess in the sense of something is telling me that something is coming, that this feels right. Spirit just said, it's so good to talk to this person. We reconnect like that. So it's almost like we pick up where we left off. So we must have been very friendly. Years could have gone by, but we just pick up where we left off and we just go right back into that kind of friendship. And then more comes. This is definitely an action step that the feelings start to pick up. They're saying the feelings are real. The feelings are, you know, I always had a thing for you, but I was in a relationship. You were in a relationship. The timing wasn't right. Our kids were little. We were too young, you know. We were going in different directions. We wanted different things. I didn't think of you that way, but this is an action. This is somebody who's ready to take some action. The gate, there's a gate. No, those are trees, but it came into me as a gate in the background. It was almost like an open gate that this person has come through. So that could be just me feeling that they've walked through this open door. They've walked through this open gate that, you know, they're ready for something more in their own life. So that feels nice. Knight of Cups, of course. Prince Charming is on the way. I like that. I'll take that this week. I have a Page of Pentacles. I have an Eight of Pentacles. I'm going to say possibly you worked together a long time ago and that you went in different directions. You could have gone to school together, you know, had the same major or something like that. But I do feel like we went in different directions. The Nine of Swords, I'm asking Spirit why the Nine of Swords. And it was more of a, I hope I find you. And I hope that I get I hope you respond. So whoever this is a little bit hesitant to reach out to you because you might not even want to talk to them. You may be not even open to talking to somebody, and there's a little bit of a risk there. It's like, but I also feel this adultness that says, well, if I don't try, I'll never know. So I feel like you're willing to take, they're willing to take the risk, and they're not, what do I have to lose? Worst case scenario, I connected with an old friend. Worst case is I'm just seeing how you were doing and you were on my mind and I just wanted to say hello. So that's okay too. Let's get some charms. Let's see if we can get some more clues. I do have this big, beautiful kind of bag of charms. So I'm going to just get a nice big pinch here. Give them a little bit of a stir. See what's in here. Okay, fun stuff. All right, let's see what they're saying. What's this guy? I think this is a Scorpio. Scorpio. Okay. You could be a Scorpio. They could be a Scorpio. I have presents in a basket. A gift. This is a gift. It's a little bit of hearing your voice, even if it was a friend. Sometimes you hear an old friend's voice and you're like, oh my God, you sound exactly the same. I haven't talked to you forever, right? Voices don't change. People might look a little different. They might have gained weight, lost weight, look a little older. I don't think voices change that much. I think you can recognize a childhood friend from their voice. And, I just feel like it's something that I recognize. I have this disco ball energy. That's coming into me as like a blast from the past more than anything. Memories. Okay, I do have a handbag. They're saying a night out. I have a bag. I have a hat. I have a makeup case. I have a perfume bottle. So I do have a night out. I feel like, let's meet for drinks. Let's catch up, something like that. So here's the heart. I've always had a thing for you. I feel like let's catch up. Let's do something. Let's go out. Let's have fun. Let's grab a drink. Do you want to meet up? Something like that. There's a little bit coming into me as I'm going to be in your area. Now, it could be somebody that moved away. It could be somebody that had to come back like home for a reason. I'm coming in to visit my mother. I'm going to be staying with my mother for a little while. She needs help, or I'm staying with a brother or something like that. So there was a little bit for a second there, somebody who's kind of coming back into an area that you both are familiar with. So let's catch up. We both know a place to meet. Okay. So I feel like that's really easy. And I feel like I really do want to see this person. I have a birthday cake. Maybe there's a big birthday. Maybe they noticed. You could be Facebook friends and you just turned 30, 40, 50, 60. And they're like, oh my God, like when did that happen? But maybe there's a big birthday around you guys. I have a cup of tea. That feels more along the lines of spilling the tea. They're saying sharing our life story, not afraid to share what we've been going through, what's going on in our lives. So I feel like it's a pleasure to reconnect. I have a boat that's coming into me as traveled. Okay. Somebody who's traveled or moved around a lot. Could have been through work, service, reason for the travel with business. I travel a lot with business. There's a sense of I'm going to be in your area. Uh-oh, I can't do this. My nails. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this guy. It's a sun. It's a sun upside down. So I can't get my nails, and I didn't bring my little tweezers with me when I moved for the summer. Okay, so I've got a sun, a butterfly, and a keyboard. Is this person connected to music? Does this person travel with a band? Does this person play professionally? Were they always talented? So there's a part of me that says, did you ever do anything, with your talent? I remember you were always really, really, really good, so this person could have talent. Like they could be a talented musician of some kind. I love the butterfly. I love the changes yet to come. I love the sun coming out with that sun, even though it's upside down, but we'll take it. Okay. So there's our charms. All right. So far, so good. I mean, like I said earlier, that soul tribe that we travel within, we oftentimes take turns in different roles, and I feel like the timing is now. I'm going to do the timing. Let me just see what they're saying about the timing. Spirit, what is the timing around this connection today? Do we have anything that's connecting us with timing? We are in July. We're in the week of the 13th. So I am tagging it as a weekly or 7-day forecast, but let's see what else they say. I have within 6 months. We can know within 6 months we're going to be with this person. Winter time, February. I have this month, and I love the compass. That magnetic pull of the compass, that feeling of I'm just guided to you, and also that feeling of somebody's feeling I need to reach out to this person. I want to talk to this person again. I want to see what's going on in your life. And I'm, like I said, I'm not putting it as it's an ex coming back. I don't necessarily feel that. I feel like a friendship with a thing for you. I always had a crush on you. I was always kind of attracted to you. But sometimes those relationships go nowhere because you're in a different place. Within a year from now, things could be really, really different for you. So I'm going to put that out into the universe. I like this energy because I feel like, yes, it's a new turn, or they said it was a new kind of fork in the road or detour, but I also feel like it's not the unknown. It's not I have known nothing about this person. So I have a feeling they just said you're going to pick up where you left off. So the friendship just falls back into place. So I really do like that. Let's thank Spirit. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. I want to thank you all for being here today. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. Let's put this out to the universe. Take something that connected to you, claim it in the comments below, own it, it's yours. Keep manifesting, keep asking Spirit for what it is that you want and you deserve. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you are new. And I will put my website in the description below if you're interested in a private reading with me. But in the meantime, we'll put this out. We'll ask Spirit to guide you, and we will wait and see who is this surprise person that is going to reappear in your life. So we want to know. We want to know, Spirit, and we want to know really soon. We'll see you again, and I hope you enjoyed your reading today.